Hey, thanks for stopping by the page. This episode's coming up. What should they do, guys?
You need to hit the like button, the subscribe button, all the buttons.
Welcome. It is as big an episode as we've ever had in 8 years. It is number 424.
424 de Mario. It's me. It's Miami versus the Buckeyes. OH? Oh no. We're coming for you. How you guys doing?
How you guys doing?
We need you, buddy.
Well, yeah, we need you. We're gonna need you. We're gonna need that front four is what we're gonna need.
Broke out something special. Life is in HD right now. Stagmate.
Life is in HD.
Yeah, this one goes. This is a.
There's an early contestant.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky hugger right up the face. This one.
Beautiful.
Woo. Thank you.
Hazy IPA for you.
Love
DJ
it.
Jacobs commits to Ohio State.
Okay. There you go.
That's what we got there.
All right.
Wasn't he trending for Miami? Didn't Wolf Fong
I don't know
him?
I don't know why you'd start the show off like that. You should have just kept that in your pocket for another half an hour.
Why?
Why? I mean, that's right off.
Ohio State. Wow, just telling you.
Well, he's no Justin Scott.
They're one up already.
Oh my God, Scoop.
Early 7-0 lead here.
Oh, Jesus. I can't really. You might have to see timeout.
Put me in the corner.
I don't know, penalty box, something.
That might be a major.
Going on. We got a ton of audio. Apparently IP is in Dallas. Sent us a report.
Oh no.
So just wherever you guys want to start, but we pretty much have audio from everyone. We have the new Jeremiah Smith audio. We'll deal with a little bit later on, talking about the fact that if this iteration of Miami existed a few years ago, he'd be a Miami Hurricane.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. which is great news, man. I know some folks might be pissed about that, but I guess we can just start with that if you want. I don't know. How do you guys want to get this
go to
going?
Green Tree? Is this a Green Tree type?
I don't know.
In Dallas. Let's go there.
Go! Product dick.
I mean, we only go down to Green Tree so Balin can chime in. Right?
So yeah, listen, I think it was a huge compliment. I think what you're seeing from what Mario has done here the last 2 years now making the playoff, when he's pitching the generational 5-star players that absolutely expect to be in the position of play for a national title every single year. And that's going to be number one on their list. That now, instead of him saying, we're going to get to the playoff, now he's saying, not only are we a playoff program, we have won the playoffs. So it's no longer trust me. Now it's I have proof. Mm-hmm. And that's gonna be a huge difference with true 5-stars that are like that level, in my opinion.
It's a great opinion. And again, Ohio State and a lot of other teams, they've had to win national championships with homegrown talent. That was the Alabama blueprint, right? You took one star-studded wide receiver that Miami saw get out of town. This one came down to the wire. It was close. I think it was closer than the pundits would lead you to believe. And then he says it outright. So I think we're in good hands. I think, when you look at this matchup coming up and, Jeremiah Smith is a peacock in a room full of pigeons. We put that on Student of the Game, only on the Orange Bowl Boys channel. He took off. I had vibes of Andre Johnson of yesteryear when I saw him running. But let's go. Shut the cage. Let's go. Mano a mano. And here's the thing. We're not scared. Ohio State keeps trying to play this flex. Look, whatever. Let the cards turn them over. Either we win or we lose. But we're not scared. And we know we have trench bullies too. We know we have talent too. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I do view it as a positive. My thing, and this, man, it's kind of, This kind of fires me up a little bit. And so I'm going to try to tame this down just a touch, right? I'm going to try to not generalize this. The world of youth that we have in this day and age is all about a lack of work ethic. And I'm not saying that some of these guys have a lack of work ethic, because I've heard nothing but positive on JJ. I've heard nothing but positive on a lot of these guys. However, they really do want the easy way out. So in my mind, it's, I work hard, but I'm going to go to a winner. Miami didn't win enough. Miami wasn't winning enough. And they aren't of the mindset or the belief that if you would have gone here then, if Miami was where they are now, you should have fucking gone here then anyway to get Miami to where it is now. So I'm not going to harp on this. I'm not going to stand on the mountaintop. To me, it's a bunch of bullshit. I like what you're saying, Toast, because Miami is at that level now. But you, just like the other ones, took the easy way out to winning. That's all I'll say on that.
I will say if we try to build the other way, then that's like Dabo.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. It is, I totally agree with you, Scoop. And I 100%. But there's a generational thing that we ain't changing.
No, totally. No, I get it.
It's not, yeah.
Here, I need you guys to win more. We win more. Yes. I didn't mean that, really. I'm like, I'm still leaving. Oh, you won more? Oh, it's great. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's whatever.
There's the opposite of why Melvin and them all came here in the first place with Howard. It's 100% opposite mindset. And we'll leave it at that.
That's all it is.
Did you want to play this clip of Jeremiah Smith, by the way?
Not really.
That we've been talking about?
I don't fucking care.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
In that case, never mind. All right, there you go.
Most likely, yeah. I'll probably end up going to Miami if, things was on the right track then and there. But, I chose to stick with Ohio State.
Hold on a second. This was 24 months ago. It wasn't even like it was 4 years ago. Cam Ward was the quarterback when he made a decision.
He made the decision before Cam Ward was
right before. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the timing. Right. It's the same year.
Yes.
It's the same year. Mine was on the right track. They won 10 games. They won 10 games that year. And they won 11 this year. Fucking miss me with that bullshit. It's whatever. We lost it's fine. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. It's totally okay. We get it. But don't then say if Miami was better, I'd have gone there.
we lost a bunch of players in an era where things were under the table. NIL changed things, and it changed things for the better for the University of Miami. Miami is not in a position to play in a Cotton Bowl against one of the blue blood royalties of college football in all their splendor without NIL. All right, let's just call it what it is. So now that you have a puncher's chance in terms of financial incentive, now it just comes back to, we got to keep getting back to this stage because these kids don't remember it. They have 20 plus years of watching bad Miami football. Now over the last couple seasons, and this is why you brought Mario in. And here's the thing. You stack this a couple more times, it goes away. Miami's relevant, right? Right now, Miami's relevant. It's been 23 years, and we hear a lot of that, talk and, from rivals, especially Ohio State fans, because they won a national championship last year. It's like, oh, look, it's cute. Miami's finally, in the limelight. They're on the stage. They're not the 2 p.m. dancers anymore. They're at Tootsie's on the main stage right after Destiny. Right now, it's Miami's turn. Here we go.
They're on the 50-foot pole.
Yeah, way up there. And that's the thing. I think Mario has done his job, and now you're going to continually see those guys like, yeah, you know what? Miami can win, and I could be the player that puts him over the edge. He just never saw it, so I get what you're saying, Scoop, but a lot of these kids don't remember Miami being great.
We need more Malachi Tonys.
Yes.
I'm serious.
No, 100%. Yes.
I'm serious. You think that kid could have gone anywhere in the country, obviously, and he stayed home because he felt like it was best to win because he knew he could help them compete at the highest level and not just go.
And Ruben Bain, same thing with Ruben Bain, same thing with Mark Fletcher. All these guys could have gone. They all decided to stay home.
I see it.
And it just panned out.
I didn't see the angle that Scoop had initially. I heard it and it was brilliantly said, but I didn't see the angle. Now I do. Now I missed it. I'm sorry, buddy. Because the thing that makes Jeremiah different was the fact that, I was considering Miami. It's okay if somebody leaves and never considers Miami. They just want to get out of town. We got zero issues. But I see it because it's just like, it's like a backhanded compliment. We don't need that. Just go. It's either you do or you don't. If you don't, we don't want to hear that you would have if you would have saw them win more. You're right, Scoop. That's when we need more Malachi Tonys. If you were considering Miami, that's all you needed. But if you were a guy, I always wanted to get out of town. We respect you, tip our cap, and go on. We don't need – go to Ohio State, stay at Ohio State. We don't need you to talk if you would have came to Miami. I got you, buddy, and I agree.
Regardless of that, I'm giving Jeremiah credit because this was media day. And generally, players don't give you anything. And he literally gave you a flat out, straight, 100% truthful answer. And congratulate, because normally players would absolutely not even approach that. I give him credit for even answering that. It was kind of refreshing. You don't normally get a bite like that on media day. It's normally just regurgitated BS. He gave you something.
Thank you for the soundbite, young man.
Whatever, man. All right. So how do you guys? So from my standpoint, guys, this is an interesting game. Because especially with the fan base, because it's got, as I said, there's the quarterfinal game, the college football playoff that we're all in on. But for those of us over the age of 40, this game has a significant additional meaning. Players don't give a shit about that. They weren't alive. I get it. Coaches, that's fine. It has nothing to do with that. But just from a fan standpoint, this one means more. Like we've literally been waiting for revenge for 20 years on a meaningful stage.
I got a little bit of a heartfelt initiative in this one because I heard what Mario said. He's like, yeah, and he just brushed past it. And
as he should.
He should, but he shouldn't. Okay? Because it's just one of those things. It's one of those moments. It's like Independence Day when we celebrate it. And it's just like, okay, it's the 4th of July. What does it mean? I'm just going to cook a burger. And that's basically what he said. He just said, I don't care what it means. I don't care the significance of Ohio State. We're just going to go cook some burgers. Okay, that's great. But for some of us, that was a huge day. And it was different, right? Because we've lost national championships in the past for other reasons, not being voted in, bad calls. He wasn't down. He was down. All these things. Interceptions in a bad game. But this one hurts just a little differently. This one knocks on your soul door just a little differently because the fireworks went off. We were celebrating. It was in our hands. And you want to talk about the ultimate, like, just grab and smash and grab because he had to replay it in his mind. That will never go away. That will haunt us endlessly. If you talk about one of the worst days of sports life in general. So it's almost like I almost wish he would recant it and be like, look, we're going to focus. We're going to eat our hamburger. But we understand that this game means a lot to a lot of fans out there, and we're going to try our best. It's just a little tip of the cap. That's all I was asking for. Because you brushing past it just to eat your burger, I can't eat a burger on that day. I can't play this team and not think about that day. It's just impossible. I want it to go away, but the fireworks went off. Nobody has to deal with, no fan base has ever had to deal with winning a national championship with fireworks, and then they take it away. Nobody. That's why it stings.
Yeah, I mean, that's really well put. For those who don't know, myself and Ro and Toast, the three of us were at my house. And we were in a throng of an embrace, jumping up and down. We were in a thruple. We were in a thruple's embrace, jumping up and down, celebrating a national championship until we weren't. And I got to be honest with you, and I'm going to the game. Steph and I are going. I haven't been to an away game since Roe and I went to an ACC championship game and got boat raced by Clemson, right? And we were sitting up in the upper deck, and it was 35 fucking degrees, and I hated every second of it, except for the fact that I was there with him. And I am going, but not because of what you're saying, which is kind of weird. Like, you can't make up for that in my mind. Like, a win in 2 days, a win tomorrow night as you listen to this show would not make up for that. It's not, they don't coincide with one another for me. So this is an entirely different thing for me. This is 23 some odd years later. Let's see if we can win this game. Will it make up for the other one? Nope. Nothing ever will. No. Nothing ever will. Now, I'll take that back. If this were in a national championship game and you won, maybe that makes up for it. But today's today. And I can't quite, I want it to quench that thirst. I do. I want a win on Wednesday night to quench the thirst of getting fucked over 23 years ago. But it just won't happen. So I can't make it part of that. Because if you lose on Wednesday, which is a higher probability than winning.
We are double-digit underdog.
Yeah. So you lose on Wednesday, and then it's like, you're never gonna make up for it. I don't know. They're very, very different scenarios in my head.
Yeah, and in my mind, nothing makes up for it, Scoop. There should be a sixth ring up there. I mean, nothing makes up for it. You're not getting that back with it. In my mind, all it is just being able to just give a symbolic middle finger to the Ohio State fan base. And that's all it's ever going to be. And if that's not good enough for you, whatever. For some of us, that's good enough for it. I will say this, in my opinion, Mario is just flat out lying. But he's doing it for a reason. If he says this is something, then now they're going to go to every player. Do you feel added pressure because of this or this? He turns it into a thing. Just realize at this time when this happened, he was an assistant coach with Rutgers. Don't even tell me that he wasn't watching that game and wasn't that he doesn't remember that. He absolutely does, but he's not going to turn it into a talking point where now his players have to answer for something that happened 20 years ago. So he just shut it. He didn't even open the box, and credit to him for it. But I think he's absolutely lying. And I think if Miami pulls out a win, he will absolutely make reference to it in the post game immediately on the field, and then we'll go in depth on it on the dais afterwards.
He should have a flag in his back pocket. If he wins, just take that out and throw it right at the camera, right there. Whoever's blessed enough to ask the first question, just hit him right in the dome.
Or you can just hold a flag up, and on the flag it says, "Fuck you, Terry Porter."
Something. There
right
you
there,
go.
right there, right there. Just hold it up to the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the camera.
That day will haunt a generation of us forever.
Totally. The worst sporting experience of my life, without question.
All right, so let's talk about this thing. So as we said, I guess technically now is it down to 9.5, whatever. It's you're a 10-point spread. It's the biggest of the spreads. How are you guys feeling going into this? I mean, listen, what I'm hearing is that it seems like a lot of the talking heads are surprised that it's a 10-point spread. I believe this probably should be closer to like 5.5, 6.
We said around that range, right?
Yeah,
like
we said 6.5 and 7.
All right.
Hey-o.
Hey-o, exactly. I put on the film, and I will say that they're an impressive team, right? Student of the game, we watched all year long. We did previews all year long. We watched them against Indiana. And I walked away, even though they lost, I walked away more impressed by Ohio State, less impressed with Indiana. I don't think Mendoza won that game for him.
Ohio State would beat them by 3 touchdowns if they played again. I truly believe that.
I walked away full stop, and I will scream this from the rooftops. Miami has a better defense and offensive line than Indiana. I don't see it, right? Great coach. Indiana's having an improbable season. They might have their own 1983 version of the University of Miami Hurricanes, a team from out of nowhere doing what they're doing. They got to go through a gauntlet too now. By the way, I am picking Alabama to win that outright. I just saw a bunch of talent. I mean, a secondary that can cover, defensive tackles who can win their reps, wide receivers, we know who they are. Quarterbacks, good. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't Cam Ward, but he's young, so I got to give him credit there. It's a great team. So where am I feeling? It's a great team. They're a defending national championship caliber team. They are. And I think the spread is the spread. Let's just be honest. It's the spread is the spread for two reasons, two names. Matt Patricia and Shannon Dawson. That's why the spread is what it is. Wow.
Why am I not hearing Scoop?
Oh, because he's muted.
Sorry, I said you stole my thunder there. That's my biggest concern of the game. My biggest concern is Dawson against Patricia. And it's not even close. Like I just
that's the spread.
That's if it comes down to it, I mean that he has to call the game of a lifetime. I truly believe. Matt Patricia's got 3 Super Bowls as an NFL DC. Like let me read something off to you real quick. This is defense. Ohio State's defense. Actually, you know what? I'm going to read you Miami's defense first because Miami's defense is pretty damn good, right? As we see.
Who's this from? A special person?
It's just stats.
Oh, okay.
Stats. Now I got kicked out of my stats. Hold, please. Hold, please. Here you go. Defense. Total yards per game, Miami, 282, 10th in the country. Very good. Passing yards per game, 172, 24th in the country. Still pretty good. Rushing yards per game, 87, 7th in the country. This is all Miami. Pretty good. Points per game, 13 points a game, Miami, 4th in the country. Third down percentage, 31%, 11th in the country. I mean, that's got to be an advantage, right? Hold on a second.
Here we go.
Points, total yards per game. Ohio State, 214, number 1 in the country. Passing yards, 112 per game, number 1 in the country. 112 they give up a game. 100, and that's through the air. That's not on the ground. It's through the air. Passing yards. Okay. Rushing yards. Miami was 7th. Ohio State, 5th at 85 a game. Points. Ohio State, Miami, 13 points a game. Ohio State, 8.2. First. Third down conversion, Miami, Ohio State, 6th in the country.
What was that number for passing yards again?
What?
The passing yards a game, what are they giving up?
111.8 yards a game.
That's crazy interesting for a different reason. Do you want to know what the number is, the Vegas number on Carson Beck is for passing yards in that game?
115.
Row?
210.
194.
Huh. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if this wasn't, I would say, if this wasn't the Cotton Bowl, if this wasn't a quarterfinal playoff game, and I read these numbers, I would say it would be a fucking miracle if Miami didn't get shut out. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if this was any other week and I read these numbers, that's not good.
Is it worth looking at Ohio State's schedule, though? in context?
Yeah, I think we should go ahead.
To ours?
Okay.
Compared to ours?
Yeah.
They played Texas week 1.
Okay.
Okay. They beat them 14-7. Then they played Grambling State, Ohio, Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin, Penn State, who's terrible, Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers, Michigan.
Wow, that schedule's dog shit.
That's the problem, bro. Like you look at
I feel much better.
I feel so much better, Jenner.
Release Penn State's schedule for next year. Matt Campbell's going to win 11 games in his first year. They don't play anybody. Like that's the problem. You have
the only team that was good they lost to.
No, they beat Texas.
Well, Indiana, they lost Indiana.
Yeah, they lost Indiana.
But they beat Texas week 1.
Texas week 1. Texas week 1.
And it was 14-7. And we
let's all remember,
wasn't,
folks we came out of that week 1, folks talking about that game, and everyone was panning that game. Like, oh my God, that was just awful. Both those teams were just like, what are we talking about? Yeah. Universally. So it's not like everyone came out of that saying, wow, that was one hell of a hard-fought 14-7 win. That game was being mocked.
Feel better. I feel a lot better now. I'm still scared. I'm scared to death of Dawson Patricia, though. I am.
Sure. It's got to be an NFL-style production game in NFL. I watch some NFL football, not something I typically do. And I was watching this. I'm like, this is what it's going to be like going against Ohio State. You're going to have guys covering you like they're in your back pocket. You got to make those plays. It's going to be NFL open. Somebody's going to be draped over you. You're going to just lose a rep along the offensive line, defensive line at times. They're going to beat you on a blitz at times. They're going to just play one step ahead. But when it's all said and done with, you stay true to the run game. You try to get it popped. You get around 100 to 150 if you're lucky. Right? Even if you get to 100, you get to about as 3. I mean, what are the NFL passing yards on a typical basis, right? We're right where Vegas is saying Carson's going to be, about $190. So if you tell me you run for 100 and $190, you got to make it work. That's what you got to do. You got to win it like an NFL game. It's going to be potentially low scoring in that margin. And what do you got to do? Sound football, take care of that, be effective. We're getting into the keys of the game. But I think you're playing an NFL-style team. You got to play an NFL-style game.
We got the audio. Carson talked about the game plan.
Heading into this game, I think we're confident about our plan. I think we've put together a good plan. We've put together a lot of good plans throughout the season. And then ultimately, like I always say, it just comes down to us going out there on Wednesday and executing, and it'll be more about us.
Also, they were talking to Dawson. I'm pretty sure he made reference to us.
Indiana won 13-10, and nobody's saying anything about that. That's just a great win by them. Yeah. It's an unbelievable win by them. Yeah, nobody's saying Ohio State we win 10-3, and it's like the win sucks. Yeah. We really lost. Yeah, I don't buy into that. I don't pay attention to idiots, so it doesn't matter.
Hey!
What was that, Dawson?
I don't pay attention to idiots.
That's a brilliant clip. I love that clip. I said that's the quote of the year for me. And that had nothing to do with us. Thank you. Mm-hmm. We were very, very. Are you kidding me? I said we could have won 3-2, and I'd have been happier than a pig in shit.
We are idiots, though.
Listen, I was smart enough to tell you, and I received so many what happened with the off. I was like, throw that game out the window. It was that windy. That was an anomaly. Yeah. So like I wasn't even that idiot.
This is the clip that had me laughing the most. So just and Jenners, do you have Colin Cowherd from like a month ago? The 3 Miami fan comment.
Oh yeah, that one.
Do you have that by chance handy?
Give me a second. I can probably find it.
Because then there's going to be an additional one that he was on with Josh Pate. And I want you to listen to Cowherd's reaction at the beginning of this clip, because just the 180 from 5 weeks ago.
Okay,
got it.
Here's Cowherd from 5 weeks back.
The team that's really upset is the Miami Hurricanes. Apparently, their 9 fans are furious because they are ranked 11th. Notre Dame is 9th, and they beat Notre Dame. Canes fans, all 9 of you, college football has changed.
So that was Cowherd previously.
Listen to this now.
I don't think people understand just how violent Miami plays football.
Oh, my God, it jumps off TV.
It's crazy, and you may look at it and say, oh, well, they can't score. And that may very well be what holds them back. We may be looking at a 13-6 final or something like that. But, I mean, there's no way to simulate that. I don't know how to explain it. I do not call Miami an ACC team. Nothing about them resembles an ACC team. I know the patch on their chest says that, but it very much resembles and probably even exceeds in this given year what Georgia's going to put on the field, what Michigan puts on the field, probably even what Oregon puts on the field.
Yeah, that just, oh my God, it jumps off the screen at you.
I got to be honest. I've said for many years, I'm a fan of Colin Cowherd and his analogy presentation. I think he's the best to ever do it. But he should be embarrassed. Like, you listen to that, you should be embarrassed, bro. That's so bad. It's so bad. But it's not even... Yes, this is a good one, but a week after he said that, he was all on Miami.
Mm-hmm.
A week, not 7 days later, we're like, what are you doing? Like, it wasn't even like for clicks. It was so bad. He was so off the deep end to one side. It was hard for him to be any sort of impartial. 9 fans.
There's 3 of us right here. The other 6.
I know. Yeah. I don't pay attention to ideas. That's right. Thank you, Shannon. AGAF for life, buddy.
We have to send him a T-shirt in the off season.
Yeah, let's talk.
We have to send like a basket of shirts.
Hold on a second. 1,000%. I'll get the address.
Yes.
We are
your favorite idiots.
We are sending him one. What size do you think he is?
XL. He looks like a large.
Yeah, XL.
He looks like a large.
XL. All right, we'll get him an XL.
Really large. He looks like a large.
Better to go large than smaller, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
If it's too big, he'll use it like for house, for yard work.
I love that you're debating it like he's actually going to wear it. That's the funniest thing.
Yard work, something like that.
He may not wear it, but he sure as fuck's going to open it. Hey.
Yeah.
And he'd break the internet if he wore it.
Oh my God. Hey, I need please text me when you listen to this show. Please text me where we should send that. Thank you.
So you guys talk about Patricia, and then we'll get into our partners here in a few minutes here, Jenners. But yeah, and it's not only Dawson. Obviously on the field, Carson Beck's going to have to diagnose some pre-snap, he's gonna probably show blitz and then maybe back off. He's famous for having zone on one side of the field and man on the other. I mean, so Carson's gonna have to figure out ways to quickly diagnose this stuff, or else we're gonna be in another situation where it's 9 for 12 for 25 yards because he's just thrown to the flats.
This is where I'm the most confident. I am confident in Carson Beck's ability to diagnose what Matt Patricia is going to throw on him on the back end. And there's one huge reason for that. That same ACC patch that Josh Pate was talking about. Because the ACC has thrown monumental sinks at that young man. I mean, you want to talk about match coverages, hybrids, what you just talked about, man on one side, zoning. Syracuse did that, Toast. That's what Syracuse would do to us. They just didn't have the horses to kind of execute. Ohio State has the horses. People have been thrown. That is the soup du jour. That is what every defense does. Sim pressures, they want to go ahead and confuse the quarterback post-snap. It isn't a thing where you just look at the safeties and you know what defense they're in anymore. That's not what happens. But here's the deal. Carson Beck has seen it. So there's not a coverage that I watched even against Indiana, and that's a Heisman QB that they played. And Carson Beck, I'm going to be honest, this isn't blasphemous. Comparable? They're comparable. Mendoza and him are comparable. If Carson Beck is 12-0, all right, and he doesn't have the Indiana game or a Louisville game, he's the Heisman. All right? I'm just saying. They're comparable. They're comparable. Arm talent-wise, he's just had a phenomenal season, tip of the cap. Don't want to take anything away, but it's not like Carson Beck is a complete junior to Mendoza. Not even close. Okay? They're going to throw the same things that they did at Mendoza, and Carson Beck's going to see it, and he has seen it time and time again. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. I don't see, they confused me on the back end. I didn't know what was happening. That's not going to come out of his mouth. They can grab you. They can get you. They can, of course. Interceptions on the year, I've seen teams do that. They just win that rep, tip your cap, move on. But it's not because he hasn't seen it. Thank you, ACC. It's a good coach league, man. I keep telling people that.
You won't hear that very often.
Coaching is a different level than the officiating. Ohio State secondary. Is this the best secondary? Is it better than what we saw against Notre Dame? Do you think, and here's my question, can this secondary take away Malachi Toney? If they focus on a player, can they take him away?
Texas A&M did,
sure,
so
A&M
Ohio
did
State can. Yeah. The answer to that is yes. If it's not the best secondary we're going to face, it's either 1B. But it's
so then if they take Toney away and Vegas has him as a number at 194 for passing yards, who's getting those passing yards? What wide receivers are stepping up? Is it Marion? Is it CJ? Is it? I mean, who's the guy?
It's got to be everybody.
It's got to be everybody. It's all hands on deck. It's a game where like maybe the leading receiver is going to have 3, but you got several of them. Maybe 3 and 40, and somebody maybe 3 and 50 because they get that 40-yard over the top.
Lofton gets. Look, I think you've got to be able to. You've got to be able to take advantage of, if you want to call them mismatches. I mean, that linebacking core is
better than
really
ours.
Good for Ohio State. Yeah. Really good. So I don't know how much advantage you're going to have in the passing game as far as a tight end on a linebacker. Are you able to run, as Ro will point out on Student of the Game, which he did point out, Student of the Game, Dawson does love mesh, right? So can you get some good high school open stuff, maybe, with some mesh concepts that kind of puts the linebackers in a bind in the middle of the field? I don't know, man. Look, this is, you can't really pick your poison, right? What running game is going to work? Is the A gap going to be successful? Is Pringle more involved because you've got to be able to get to the outside a little bit? I don't know. I think this is probably more of a downhill running style game. Again, I think it's going to be similar to what they were able to do against A&M. I don't think they'll be as successful with it. But it's kind of like, going against Miami of old. You don't want to run sideline to sideline with those boys. So I don't know how many off tackles you just want to punch it right in the mouth and get upfield as fast as possible. I think. I don't know. It's an
NFL game
on paper. Stupid good defensive coordinator. Stupid good defensive numbers. Jenner's really made me happy though. I got to be honest with you. That schedule sucks. So I do feel much better considering how close Miami was defensively to them. Miami played much better teams.
Let's we'll talk about I want to talk a little bit more about the running game. We got some more audio to play. But first we got to talk about our PM. We got an IP Daily coming up.
Who's their best win?
Their best win?
Texas.
It's Texas.
Yeah, it's weak.
Who lost to Florida? Yeah.
Outside of that, then it's Michigan.
Yeah, okay.
Because if Michigan had won that game, they would have been in the playoff, most likely. They would have bumped us out.
Sharon Moore would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that story would not have came out.
Story would not have come out. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Bro, that story was so bad because he was like literally as soon as he's out of like his Baker act, right? He's literally like texting Instagram hotties,
Yeah.
I don't know. He was crazy, but do you know what's not crazy? Paul Baines Roofing. That is not crazy. That is
crazy.
Secure, right? And there's one number you need to remember. That's it. Ready? Here it goes. 91 Roof. 561-954-3005. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The only thing that matters is you have the Paul Baines Roofing protection. Amazing. Gotta have your protection. What's his name, Scoopy?
His name's Paul.
And what do you do with Paul?
You got to give Paul a call.
At 981 Roof, y'all. Baines.
And I want to put a little cherry on top of that one for this week.
Let's go.
Right? It is the last today, as you listen, it is December 30th, 2025. In just another 36 hours or so. It is going to be 2026, a whole new year. OBB is going to hopefully not be an off season yet, but we are continuing to roll. We want to give a huge thank you to our boys at Paul Baines Roofing. We have agreed on the renewal of our partnership for 2026, and we couldn't be happier. Huge Canes fans. We thank you for the support. You guys give them the support. Anytime you have a repair, a single leak, it doesn't matter. Most of their business, honestly, I think most of their business is repairs. So it doesn't have to be a re-roof. It can be anything you guys have. You need a roof inspection, whatever you need, call them. Tell them that the OBB sent you. We would be greatly appreciative, as would they. Baines.
Hit the club music. Baines.
Look, taking care of your mental health shouldn't be harder than taking care of your physical health. If you pull a muscle, you go see a doctor. But when it comes to finding the right therapist, suddenly it's frustrating. You've got long wait lists. You're staring down huge out-of-pocket costs. That's usually what stops people from getting help. That's where Rula comes in. Rula makes therapy simple, affordable, and fast. They work with most major insurance plans. You know you're going to have deductibles resetting in the beginning of the year. Session copays are usually just around $15. $15. That's basically the cost of lunch, but instead of the sandwich, you're investing in your own headspace. And with Rula, you're not just matched and left to figure it out. They check in. They make sure you're actually making progress. Every therapist in the platform is licensed, vetted, and paid for their expertise. So you know you're talking to someone legit, not just whoever happens to be available. Getting started couldn't be easier. You answer a few quick questions, what matters about you. Rula will connect you with an in-network provider who actually fits your needs. Pick your time. You can be talking to a therapist as soon as the next day. No weeks of waiting, no endless back and forth. Bottom line, if you've been putting this off, this should be your New Year's resolution. Rula takes away the excuses. Take care of your mental health in 2026. Simple, affordable, actually built to help you get you better. Thousands of guys are already using Rula to get the care they needed. Don't keep putting it off. Go to rula.com/orange and get started today. That's RULA.com/orange. Take the first step, get connected, and take control of your mental health. Now, are you also ready to get off the bench and into the game? Because you got to head over people at Underdog. That's where the college football playoff, NFL playoff, that is where you need to be making your picks. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Now, our entry this week, I'm not touching the cotton ball. There's a saying, don't make picks with your heart. So we're going to go with the Texas-Michigan game on New Year's Eve. This is the lead into our game. This is 3 o'clock on ABC. We're going to go with Arch Manning higher than 253.5 passing yards and Bryce Underwood lower than 165.5 passing yards with that Texas defense. They got something to prove. They didn't make the playoff. Our $50 entry is going to be for $150. Download the app today. Use promo code ORANGE. Score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ORANGE.
Orange. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
I was just looking at what was that guy's name who just committed to Ohio State? DJ
Jacobs. That's a tough one.
Tough name to say. His dad in the picture when he not happy. I love that. I do love that. His dad's like this. When he's putting on his beanie and his dad's just like, oh my! I
love when they can't hold it, when they can't keep their. You would think they would know going in.
Oh my God, his dad is so pissed off.
Potentially,
come on, man! Like, just put on the show for the kid.
So good.
You know what? You know what's crazy though. You know what's crazy? It's that season for Tal, June 15th. So,
oh yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's when it can. That's when it can. And things are interesting on that. And things are interesting on that front.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Do we any more we got to talk about there, Jenners?
We got to thank our friends at Beating the Bookie, and we got to thank our friends at the Miami Hurricane Team Store.
My God, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, you do the bookie first because I just did two.
BeatingTheBookie.com is where you get your packages, That's where you go. You get your package for all the sports, hockey and basketball and football still. NFL playoffs coming up. You still have the NCAA playoffs and then playoffs. And then you get into baseball's right around the corner. I think, when do they start? Soon.
Bro,
Yes, soon. They start in January.
Right.
The Dodgers just won.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's right around the corner.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. And you get your free plays at Beating the Bookie, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Go make yourself some money, folks.
Yeah. All right. MiamiHTS.com, Miami Hurricane Team store. This is why you need to be going over there and using promo code OBB25. And Scoop, we're going to change that to 26 for
sure.
Okay. So right now,
send me a text.
MiamiHTS.com has
somebody remind me.
All right. Has all of your commemorative Cotton Bowl stuff. So you've got the Miami Hurricane Mint CFP coin. You've got the Windcraft College Football banner for your office, or the Cotton Bowl t-shirt. You got magnets, you got all the stuff with the college football playoff logo is all at MiamiHTS.com. So go ahead, promo code OBB25 will get you 20% off, and just shop, get it all. Who knows when this happens again? It should be every year. Every year is when the answer was every year is the correct answer for that. All right. Before we get back into the running backs and getting into our keys to the game, believe we do have a report from IP Daley.
Yeah, he checked in. I haven't heard any of this yet, so here we go.
I'm IP Daley, and this is my stream of consciousness. Dayline Dallas, where we are just hours away from the biggest game the University of Miami has played since 2002. And the opponent? Well, exactly who older Canes fans want. Ohio State. Or as folks in Columbus call it, the Harvard of Central Ohio. Listen, I joke about the Midwest's official safety school, but only because it's true. Did you know that an Ohio State diploma has multiple uses? In addition to proving that you did not get into Michigan, it also doubles as a handicap placket for your car. But let's get real for a minute. For fans of a certain age, this game has intense meaning. While I understand that the current players and coaches could care less about the greatest sports robbery in modern times, their elders like me need revenge. No way you can allow 2002 to be doubled down on us by a head coach who uses more hair dye than all of the residents of the villages combined. This isn't about football anymore. This is about good versus evil. Buckeyes are responsible for some of the worst moments in this country's history. Would you be surprised to know that it was an OHIO grad who told Miss Rosa Parks to go sit in the back of the bus? Well, you should be, because that is patently false, although it could have been. So you see my point. Until next time, I'm IP Daley asking, if two Ohio State fans get a divorce, are they still technically cousins?
He had things to say, IP.
20 years in the making, man.
20 years in the making. He's
always good for a couple show titles, too.
A lot of hair dye. He does. He does the hair dye in his face.
All right, so we were.
He didn't. I was surprised he didn't mention the nipple rings, but that might be a little too risque for him.
Keith Hernandez and Emmitt Smith will do that commercial again. Your beard is weird, right? They need to just have Brian Day as the poster child, just for men.
It's obnoxious. The amount that he uses. It just is. Have a little, just please. Anyways, all right.
Dignity, for Christ's sake.
So my biggest question, we kind of touched upon it before we talked about our friends, and you guys were talking about it. They say pretty much across the board, everyone that I'm listening to, for the most part, a lot of the talking heads are in agreement that Miami might be are giving Miami a little bit of an edge in the trenches, both offensively and defensive lines. With that said, Mark Fletcher had a ridiculous game against Texas A&M, averaged 10 a carry, just obscene. But can he be effective enough for us to can he have the ball 20 times, and can he get us 80, 90 yards? Can he keep us can we have an effective running game against this defense?
Yes.
Or is it all on Carson Beck?
No, I think he can. I think he can. I think when you said his yard total at 80 to 90, sure, he had over 170 last week. I'm not expecting him to get over 170. He was a man possessed. A man possessed could get close to 100 yards if it's 100 yards of rushing offense by committee and he's the majority of it, I'll take that. I mean, you're going to have to. It's a great defense. It's a great defense. They're not giving up a lot of points to even college teams, even not good ones, but it's still impressive, those stats. Toast, I think so. I think he can. He played in a different gear. He played in a different mindset. And you know what? It starts up front. Offensive line can still open up some holes now. Just got to make one guy miss or run over a guy, and you're off and running. That's where it's going to be. It's going to be like, I don't see Miami having much chance if they can't run the ball over like 40 yards, right? Because it's just that suffocating, and they're just beating you to the punch. I don't know. You're the closer to 100, the better I'm going to feel.
And we have to be able to get consistent pressure on Sam.
Yeah. You do. One of the things, though, that I do like in Miami's favor, because I thought Reed was a handful. Like, Reed was an absolute handful. And early on in that game, he was chunking us up with his feet, And Sayan's not going to try to do that. Sayan is going to kind of be tailor-made for the way the Miami Hurricanes like it. You're going to be in the pocket. They can kind of get in that, get into sixth gear. They don't have to worry about you turning the corner. They're going to go ahead and pin their ears, and they're going to come. Does he have the ability to escape? Sure. But it's not like Reed, because like once you left that little crease and that little wiggle room, he was a worm. He was gone, right? Little wiggle worm. Bye. See ya. You don't have that with him. So it's almost like, okay, if you want to stay in the pocket, you want to be a little prideful, like, no, we're going to handle this pass rush. Miami can win. Miami can win one-on-one reps. Stop it. Right? Stop it. I don't care what offensive line. They can win their reps. Period. So they win their reps. They get them. They get a couple sacks. They put them in bad territory, and we're a good third down team, and that's how it's going to be. But I feel good with the type of quarterback Sayan is, that we have the ability to get to him a couple times.
All right. Scoop, anything else we want to get into? And Jenners, any audio you definitely want to play?
No, I mean, well, we got to, we had a fair warning this week from one of our old friends about what to deal with from Ohio State fans. So I feel like we should, it's more of a PSA than anything else.
Their fans are totally different. The Ohio State Buckeye fans are different. This ain't your regular kind of white people. They will put raisins in their potato salad, and they will chew them in front of you and ask you what the hell's the problem. Don't say Buckeye is a candy, because I thought it was a candy. It's a poisonous nut. They will make your coffee, your tea. They will rub the poisonous nut around in a condom if you play with them wrong. They live for the Hurricanes. These people year-round, basketball season, they love football. Football season, obsessed with football. Baseball season, love football. Wrestling season, love football. They'll go to a damn swim meet in a football uniform. The Ohio State Buckeye mascot, Brutus, something's different about this mascot. This mascot is different. Something's off about this mascot. I know y'all got some bash in Miami, but Brutus is different. And I say Brutus means business. Brutus means business. I ain't saying y'all met y'all match. And I say Ohio State, the Ohio State is willing to die for their football team. This man will fight Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson. He'll fight generational curses to get the Ohio State Buckeyes another championship. Y'all, this is Miami. Y'all are about to be waking up.
They wanted to fire Ryan Day after he lost to Michigan.
Yes, they did.
They wanted him out.
Ago. Yes.
They wanted him out.
Yes, they did.
And then he goes into the playoffs. He got hot, and that. Let's do the same. Let's get hot. But Josh Pate, you're a national. I mean, what would I just call him? Josh Pate, the other Josh Pate. Josh, you're a Josh too. You're a national treasure.
Ryan Day, just for the record, like going into this game, Ryan Day's 82-11.
Yeah, and they wanted him fired because he couldn't.
They wanted to fire him a couple of years ago. He's winning at an 88%
couldn't
clip.
beat Michigan.
I know. Yes.
Ryan Day was the guy that literally Urban Meyer is making waves because he's getting a lap dance by like somebody like half his age. Ryan Day is the guy that went over there and sniffed the bench that they were on. That's literally Ryan Day.
Now, I will say this also. Until last year, Ryan Day was at a losing record in bowls.
Yeah.
So it was the run last year. And listen, remember that run last year when they won 4 games? They did it the hard way. Went on the road the whole way, just like Miami is this year. They haven't played in how long? Miami's played more recently. See if that factors in at all, at least at the start of the game. The good thing is, certainly for Carter Davis, there's no elements. We're inside, so no worries about wind, rain, all that. He was dealing with at the Kyle Field is going to be out the window. So you don't have to worry about the elements playing in.
Mario sounded off recently about like playing on an extended break, not playing on an extended break. And dude, his response was like, I agree with it wholeheartedly, because his response was 6-7. It was like, sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. Like,
I don't know. We had one game in 27 days and we didn't look so hot.
I know, but it was just funny the way they hear him speak about it. I was like, bro, you just 6-7 the answer. Like, I don't know.
Well, he doesn't want to give them anything that they can then take to the players.
No, he
wants to give none of that. So he's going to give you nothing.
Mario runs a culture where
you learn from Saban.
Mario runs a culture where he's not going to give you bulletin board material. And if
the Belichick Saban model.
Oh my goodness, because they were talking monumental trash as Texas A&M, and what did Ruben Bay say? God bless them. But after the game, it wasn't so nice. Yeah, it was a bunch of you're cool, but you. For some reason, it just goes after Mike Elko too. What did Mike Elko do?
I know. He wasn't happy, right? Elko.
I was like, whatever. Maybe he stole one of your cheeseburgers. I don't know. It looks like he did.
All right. Anything else you guys want to hit before we get to the keys of the game?
Let's do it. Keys of the game.
Let's do it. All right.
Chingy. Hey, I'd like to lead off here. You have to be surgically efficient on third down. You got to hit as many third downs as you can, because you have to stay on the field and play the field position game if you need to. So if you're going to go, bag plays for days, it's like 3rd and 4, it's 3rd and 5s. You're going to have a great game plan, in particular on third down. Number 2, if a shot presents itself, and Indiana had a couple, you have to complete those too. 50-50 balls, you're going to have to win those the best you can. NFL Open, back shoulder fades, you're going to have to come down with those balls, keep 1 foot bound, because this isn't the NFL and you don't need to. And number 3 for me, you know what? You just let the cage door close behind you. You're in the ring. You're in a heavyweight fight. Realize you have a puncher's chance too. And don't let them be the villain, because that's chicanery. They want to be villains so bad. But one of their coaches wore a sweater vest. It's impossible. You're the villains. You could play spoiler on the day, take down the defending national championship, and then we go play the Beck Bowl the following week. And those are my 3 keys.
Scoopy?
I'm going to repeat one from last week, and you got to keep Beck's pants clean.
Mm-hmm.
Now, now you're indoors, and you're on turf, and it won't be raining. You still got to keep the pants clean, because I think Ro's right. I think Beck has seen the window changes. He's seen the window dressings. He understands what's going on in the back end for the most part, right? So if he has time to process and has time to throw the ball, Miami's got a shot. Because I don't think it can be all running game, although I do think it needs to be. They have to be able to have some play action in there. Anyway, pants must be kept clean. Number 2, I feel like I'm just repeating myself from the A&M game. Number 2, the front 4 on the defensive line. That defensive front for the Miami Hurricanes has to get pressure on Sayan. I don't know how good. I mean, the guy completes like almost 80% of his passes. I don't believe. And now that Jenner's just read that list to me, I can promise you that Ohio State has not seen a defensive front anywhere near as good as the Miami defensive front. Not even close. I think they're going to be surprised by how good they are. I do. I think Pate is correct. I think Pate is right with how violent they play. That front 4 has to get pressure, because, boy, you need all the bodies you can have on the back end to stop those guys out wide. Number 3, you got to make all your kicks. If you have field goal attempts, they have to go through the uprights this week. There's no excuse. There were plenty of excuse last week. I get it. But this could be a 9-7 game. Like every attempt has to go through the uprights. Toast?
Yeah, so number one for me is piggyback with you guys. Bain, Messidor, and company eat all day long. The second one, their offense scares me a bit just with the amount of special players they have at the wide receiver. So I'd love to see them spend a lot of time on the sideline. So Fletcher in the offensive line, that is on you. I want some nice long drives. I want you guys the offense to stay on the field. The more you're on the field, they're off the field. And the last key is Carson Beck. This is your shot, man. Punch your ticket for revenge. This is, as a Miami fan, this is my revenge this week. But we all know that your revenge would be a week from now. So go ahead, do your thing, punch your ticket, get the game you came here for, get the game that you've wanted all season long. It's on the table for you.
And those are our 9 keys to the game.
See.
And if it all goes to like
Gobble,
complete hell in a handbasket, you're gonna have a plan B and just go like up tempo wide and just do something.
That too. That's possible too.
Do something.
Yes.
All right. Have a plan B.
Scoop is going to be at the game.
See,
yeah.
Ro, what are you doing for the game?
Are you live streaming this?
So that's my thing. I never thought that there would be a day, Ro, that I would say, you know what, hey, buddy, what do you say you and I blow off our wives and we do a stream together on New Year's Eve? But yeah, I mean,
I say because I am BC row that day, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm bringing the rig. So let's stream together, baby. Yeah,
let's go. All right, so there you go. So we will be doing the stream. We will send a Zoom link to Scoop, so maybe he'll pop in at some point from the game, maybe at halftime or something. I will say, for those of you that are curious, the last thing I saw today was there's tickets available for like $41. Wow. So if you want to just go ahead and drop a couple $100 and get a plane ticket and scoot it over there, it looks like you can probably get in there and
you're
get
not
home
getting a plane ticket from here,
huh?
So you're not getting a plane ticket from here.
No, I don't know. We got like 3 airports.
I'm bro. That was the worst part by far. Is getting there.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll see you on the stream.
I'm just saying. I mean, you can.
I got you.
I'm actually flying to Palm Beach.
Picks.
Yeah, we got another round to pick.
Mm-hmm.
How do we do?
Toast went 1-3 last week. Scoop went 2-2. Row went 3-1.
Oh, yeah, Row.
So Toast and Scoop remain tied at 50 and 44. Row's now 6 games back, making up some room here with about 7 or so to go. Novak went 1-3, by the way.
Oh no, Andrew,
he double bogeyed.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with since we're saving our game for last, we'll start with the New Year's Day games. The Orange Bowl, number 5 Oregon versus number 4 Texas Tech. This is at noon. All these games are on ESPN. Oregon's laying 2 and a hook.
Tech mate.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, really? Dante Moore me. Taking Oregon.
Yeah. Ooh. Man. I'm going Ducks.
Tech mate.
Quackadoodle.
Okay.
I mean, Tech played nobody outside of the Big 12, right? That was their whole. They didn't play any big non-conference game, right? Early in the season, they just beat BYU twice, and the rest of the crew.
Didn't they beat Utah? They play Utah.
On Utah, right? They would have been beating Utah as well.
Yeah, new coach from Michigan.
Hold, please. Yeah. We're looking. Hold, please. Right. Texas Tech played. Oh yeah, here we go. Kent State, Oregon State. Now they played Utah. They beat Utah handily. They played.
And they destroyed BYU twice.
Yeah. Arizona State, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, BYU once, BYU again, beat them both times handily.
All right.
Yeah.
That mustache crew they got at linebacker. Those 2 dudes. Holy shit! Did you see them play against BYU?
The mustache crew.
It was incredible.
Listen, man, the way this is going, we're going to have 28-year-olds playing before you know it.
Yeah,
I heard Jay Clark's got a couple of NBA guys coming in for the second half of the season.
Sweet,
do
it.
Doing it in hockey too. I heard it's happening in hockey. Oh my goodness!
All right,
let's do the Rose Bowl. Rose picks are again for this one. Number 9 Alabama versus number 1 Indiana. 4 p.m. game on New Year's Day. Indiana's laying 6.5.
Alabama.
Yeah, Ro already picked Roll Tide.
I'm going Indiana because of Signetti and the kid from Columbus, Mendoza.
Alabama.
Buck Bama. Or I'm sorry, Buck Fama.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I fall into this all the time? Why do I mean, yeah, I think Indiana goes home. I do. I think Indiana goes home.
Okay.
I will say, I saw a stat, and it was not a good one. First of all, Mendoza passed for less than 3,000 yards. Okay. Their schedule is not impressive. Like they're Ohio State-ish.
They went to Oregon though. They won that game.
Okay. But like Mendoza,
better win than Ohio State.
Hey, totally. Mendoza's numbers against like the ranked teams or the teams with the winning records or something like that, like really sparse. Like it was no bueno, to be quite honest with you.
Indiana schedule ready?
Yeah.
Old Dominion.
Ooh.
Kennesaw State. Ooh. Indiana State. Illinois. They did beat number 23 Iowa on the road. And then they went to number 5 Oregon and beat Oregon in Eugene. And then they played
close game against Penn State.
Yeah, Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, close game against Penn State. This was late in the year when Penn State was falling apart. And then they beat Wisconsin, and they destroyed Purdue.
Everybody destroyed Purdue.
Bama.
Drew Brees ain't there anymore.
Yeah. All right, one more to do. Then we get to our game. The Sugar Bowl. Number 6.
Don't we have other games?
No, we got. Well, I mean, there are probably some other games, but
let's just do these. Let's do the playoffs.
We're picking the playoffs. We're in the playoffs.
We're in the playoffs.
I'm picking some Pop-Tarts bowls. What are we doing? Yeah.
Jeez.
Scoop wants us in to go to midnight.
Yeah. I do. I mean, it's only been an hour. Come on.
All right, the ReliaQuest Bowl.
That's a show title.
Just school night.
All right, the Sugar Bowl. Number 6 Ole Miss versus number 3 Georgia. This is the night game, New Year's Day. Georgia's laying 6 and a hook.
Yeah, go Dogs.
Roof.
Yeah, I'm going Dogs. And here's
yeah,
and well, here's the thing too. I would much rather, as a Miami fan, I would much rather play Georgia than Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Like you're built to hang and beat Georgia as they're built. I want nothing to do with Ole Miss. Like they're scary. They're scary.
Georgia.
Dogs.
Roof.
Sick 'em.
Another one that counts. New Year's Eve, 7:30 p.m.
Man, I really got to do this. All right.
The Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, number 10 Miami versus number 2 Ohio State. The much ballyhooed line of Ohio State laying 9 and a hook. I need your winner. I need your score.
All right. Now, if this were a regular season game, you guys wouldn't like what I had to say. But it's not a regular season game. It's playoffs. And I think Miami can get it done. Now, that being said, I do not believe Miami's going to score an offensive touchdown. But I think Miami wins at 13-11. With a defensive touchdown, 2 field goals. You got to make all your kicks.
How do you get to 11? That's
touchdown, 2-point conversion. Field goal. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I am I'm kind of in the Scoop mindset, not quite as much. I do have us getting a touchdown. I got Canes winning this game on the field. 16-10.
Yeah.
Carter Davis shows up with 3 field goals.
3. See, I like it. You got to make all your kicks.
Goes 3 for 3. The longest is from 55.
Woo!
Mario pulls one going in at the end of the half.
Billboard in the middle. Look, my head's telling me I'm fucking totally nuts.
Of course, man.
I mean, what are we talking about? But
bro, listen, these are the defending champs. They've been a top 5 program for the last 2 decades.
That's right. Trenches travel.
Yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Come on, Ro.
13-11.
You are absolutely psychotic if you think I'm going to pick Ohio State to win this game. I got your Miami Hurricanes winning 20-17.
There we go.
20 points.
2 touchdowns.
Wow.
2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, some special teams things. Maybe they muff a punt. They gift wrapped us something close in the end zone. We score. We score one the hard way. And then we go ahead and we get a couple field goals.
Can I give you another stat? I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to ask you a question. You guys probably know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What is the most points the Ohio State OH Buckeyes have given up in any single game this season?
13?
16 points.
16, okay.
Have not given up more than 16 in any game all year.
All right.
Yeah, and like I said,
I have us matching that. That'll work.
I got 4 more points than what they've given up all year. I mean, it is what it is. It's not like I said 32.
Listen,
42-30.
You got to do something.
One hard touchdown the hard way, and then one that's just like you kind of like, special teams. You get a good half a field, you score, and then the rest of the time you're just doing what you got to do. Maybe get a pick, get down, and get a field goal. I got 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. If you can't get 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, what are we doing here? Yeah, they're the champs.
What are we naming this thing, boys and girls?
I got a couple front runners on here. I'm going to read all of them. Life is in HD was an early entry. They're up 1 already. The girl at Tootsie's on the 50-foot pole. It's not bad. I like this one. A thruple's embrace. It's my favorite. The Harvard or Central Ohio. It doubles as a handicap placard. Also a good one. I don't know why I wrote this down. Ryan Day sniffed the bench. We probably just go, he sniffed the bench. I'm not, if you want to.
It was a stool.
He sniffed Urban Meyer's stool is what he did.
He sniffed the stool. All right, adjustment there. He sniffed the stool. And it's only been an hour.
The only one I would add to that is the fireworks went off.
Fireworks went off is another good one. There you go.
I said fireworks.
Fireworks, yeah, my bad.
It plays to a thruple's embrace.
Yeah.
Man, this is tough.
I'm gonna need you to executive chop a few of those and go back through the ones that are really good.
Yeah, give us like the top 2.
All right, let's lose 3. They're up 1 already.
Top 3.
Top 4.
Top 3. Ooh, okay. All right, we'll lose this one. We'll lose this one. All right, how about? Well, nah, kind of like that one. I'm having trouble here. The girl at Tootsie's on the 50-foot pole. A thruple's embrace. The fireworks went off. He sniffed the stool, and it's only been an hour.
I'm going Thruple's embrace.
I think that's apropos.
It was the perfect summation of the 3 of you celebrating a moment that got ripped away from you. So
yes.
Yeah.
A Thruple's embrace it is.
That was a long ride home. I remember that. Long ride home, man.
That sucked.
Well, and now here's 2. You're going to have potential good and bad depending upon how this goes on New Year's Eve.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
everybody's going to be so far drunk.
Oh, and you'll be so pissed, and it's going to end around like 11.
Yeah,
so you're only going to have like an
15.
hour until the ball's up. So you're not going to be able to get happy again.
Yeah, So either you're going to be over celebrating or overcompensating.
Also, we're an hour behind you.
Yes.
So you will have already celebrated New Year's, and as you're going to be like right by when the game is ending.
Yes.
Regardless, and I don't want to like sentimental this. Regardless, whatever happens on New Year's Eve, you realize that into New Year's Day, you know the Miami Hurricanes are in a better place.
100%, bro. This is gravy right now.
Regardless, moving in, you got to be happy what you're seeing. Every 5 stars mentioned.
Just
top transfer guy.
Jeremiah Smith's happy enough to come play for us now. So
listen, I will say this. They lose the game. You're allowed to have like 12 hours to like vent about whatever bad plays happened, this and that you didn't agree with. But don't even bring any friggin' like anti-staff bullshit to this. I don't care what the final score is. I don't care what happens. We are in so much of a better place, and he is our leader moving forward. Regardless, like this is all extra.
Just look at Florida State.
Oh my god!
God!
They have 29 guys in the portal. 29. This is year 7 for that coach. They've got 29 kids in the portal.
Mm-hmm. And Florida's not doing a whole lot better.
He's trying to do the 53-man roster.
Florida's got a new coach, though.
I know.
You can understand that. This is the coach that they said, we don't have the money to fire him, so suck it up. They've got 29 guys in the portal. 29. Miami's got 2.
Yeah.
3. There's
they might get a couple more.
Front guy. Yeah, totally.
When the season ends.
Yeah,
but the season ends. Goodness, the 7th year, and they are in shambles. Yeah. Like
fun to see.
So bad.
Fun to see.
Right? Oh, it's awesome.
The Alonzo Mourning meme already wrote itself. It already wrote itself. When you go into the New Year's and maybe you didn't get the news you wanted, but then you realize what's going on with Florida State, and you're like,
not bad. I can make through this. Yeah. Does it work for me? I can have fun with this for the next 6 months.
Yeah, the meme, or immediately onto you. And then we'll find, and at the beginning of the season, we'll find you, Notre Dame fans. Hey, congratulations. Your coach didn't go to the Giants.
Also know that hat that Scoop is wearing, the hashtag OBB. You can go ahead and hit orangebowlboys.com, click on the shop thing in the top right-hand corner. It'll take you to the About the Fan store. We now have 2 versions of that hat. One of them is a flex fit. So go ahead and do some shopping. What was it? OBBFF or something like that? I guess I posted the promo code.
Yeah, it is the promo OBBFF.
OBBFF. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we'll see you New Year's Eve. We'll start the stream. Well, kickoff's at 7:30, right?
6 or 7:30.
7:30.
Okay, so we'll start the stream right around then. We have 2. I've heeded. I've heeded the advice, so I will make sure that I'm watching it on the stream, so I'm not well ahead of Roe. Some folks were pissed off about that last one, and we'll do it together, man.
I loved it.
You loved it, yeah.
I was like, yeah, we scored. What happened? Oh, we won? Yeah. I was like, yeah, just tell me.
It was like a game of trying to read his face through the whole time. You're like, is he happy? Is he upset? What's going on?
Is he pissed?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He just made it. I was like, oh, what happened?
Right?
That was a bad. That was a good thing.
And then he makes a weird noise, and you're like, what does that mean? Ooh. What happened? What did he say?
Yeah. Oh, okay, we're going on the 4th down. We did it. No. Well, hopefully we can recount that magic again. Let's hit lightning.
Scoop, hope you have safe travels, man. Enjoy everything.
Appreciate it.
And we will.
Send me the link.
So
I'll try to chime in. Hopefully, it's.
What are you going to do for? You're spending the night? Like when are you going to be able to recap show the next morning?
No, I'm spending the night there.
So you can do it on your phone, right? Like.
Yeah. I mean, my flight out of there is at 10:45.
Okay. That's local time, right?
Yes. So 11:45.
11:45 our time. So we could do something like
and all that stuff. So
7 in the morning. All right, we may not have Scoop
after New Year's Eve. Yeah. Okay.
We may not have Scoop. Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
I might have to go early too because I'm hitting a road trip. I'm not used to the Miami Hurricanes in the playoffs. So
I'm just saying. What time you got to bolt out?
As soon as I was getting home, I got to pack tomorrow, and I'm going on a road trip. So, all right. I don't know. As soon as I got home, I was leaving. So I don't know. It might be a toasted recap.
We're certainly not just doing a solo toasted recap. No.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
There will be no recap. Or no, we got to do something. We'll do something. We'll figure something out. At least a quick 5-10 minutes.
Sure.
While you guys are in cars.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
No problem.
All right. As always, go Canes.
Yo! Bange.
I don't pay attention to idiots.
I like it.